everyone. Welcome to the Super Chevy Bros podcast. I am your host. Specifically for this episode, your only host right now. This is Cheval Price. I am, I'm one half of the Super Chevy Bros. Usually Chevar would be here, but he had some other stuff to take care of. Anyway, thank you. Welcome to episode 76. Today is March 30th. That's it. It's March 30th. A bunch of shit's happening today. Not really, almost, nothing really different happening besides, people getting vaccinated and not getting vaccinated. I saw the weirdest thing on Twitter today. I saw somebody say that they lied to not get vaccinated in college because they used the religious exemption thing, which my girlfriend let me know a lot of states pass laws for that already. But that was one thing where I was like, yeah, we're almost out of this hole, but not quite yet. No more coronavirus news. This is a podcast about video games. Thank you for tuning in. This is our third or fourth show on Twitch so far, which has been pretty good. Pretty good for the brand as far as we go. I really like it a lot more. I kind of live on Twitch now. I stream multiple times a week on this channel specifically, so it's been kind of its own thing. But anybody who's coming through or tuning in, really appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna go ahead and stick to the schedule. I'm just gonna talk to a room full of motherfuckers. I'm just gonna act like there's a bunch of people watching me right now. I'm gonna pretend so I can talk about what needs to be talked about, which is the news. I don't have any of the sounds because Chevar usually has the sounds, and that's why this podcast can't work with just one of us. Everyone, it's a labor of love and a lot of collaboration. It's like any relationship. If one person's not there, then it's not really a stable relationship. But guess what? This is gonna be a badass show anyway because I'm that nigga. So I'm gonna talk about games. First off, last week Avengers got an update. It's pretty good. There's the PS5 version, the Xbox Series X version that actually came out. It's been good so far. I really enjoy the game a lot. I play it. I mash square a lot. I played today where a guy kept picking on me because my Hulk kept dying because I accidentally picked a mission where I was 50 levels too low, and it wasn't too fun. But it's a fun game. Besides that, I recommend everybody pick that out if you can get it for free. I'm pretty sure it was like $20 around the holiday season, so not really too expensive, and it's a good multiplayer game if you want something like those Destiny games or something like that that's not too deep. Like, it is deep enough if you dig deep enough, but it's not super you need to be present for this event, and if you miss it you'll never be able to fucking play the game again, which is one of the reasons I can't get into Destiny sometimes. But anyway, it's pretty good shit. Besides that, I played some Neo 2. I got back into that, remembered why I stopped playing a little bit because it got a little bit frustrating again, but it's all good. Sorry, I just saw a really funny tweet. It's a really good game. I had to get used to it. I was treating it like a Souls game. I think the one thing people say about that game that is so misleading is that they say, "Oh, it's just like any Soulsborne game," which Soulsborne, as you guys don't know, any game that's a Dark Souls game or whatever. But yeah, I get kind of pissy with that because I'm like, okay, listen. Yes and no, it takes some things as the bonfires or has the phantom system, but their phantom system works different. The build thing is completely different. Neo, it just keeps evolving. It's a different game. Let me say it that way. All the ways that Dark Souls is an RPG, Neo takes that and amps it up on crack, but the things that make Dark Souls unique and good are still there for Dark Souls, Anybody else who tuned into the stream might have seen me play Hades. I might play Hades with. I really like Hades. I'll show you this in a second, but I really like Hades. It's pretty good. Like it a lot more than I thought I would, because I don't know. I like Supergiant games, but the thing about them that's so weird is I like their art styles. I like what they do, but I don't know what it is. I never want to play them when they first come out because I'm something about the art style. I feel like this is a drawing or something. Even though their games are very well involved, there's a lot going on. Very actiony. The ones that aren't more strategy like Pyre. Hades is really good. It scratches that what's called roguelike itch. I don't think calling it a roguelike, maybe the end game is different and maybe that's when it is a more traditional roguelike, but the way the story is built around the death over and over thing, I don't feel like it's fair to call it a roguelike. I wouldn't call it a roguelike, really. I don't know. It's it's more of like a roguelite. There you go. I think they already have a word for that. Yeah, like roguelite. It has like roguelike type things where there's stacking enemies that get harder in every level, but every time you die, you have to start over. In this game, you do have to do the same stuff. So I really like Hades. It's very good. The writing's good, solid. The characters are really fun to watch. Um, I don't know. I don't know why. Um, I don't know. I kind of get why people said it should have won Game of the Year, but I also am like, yeah, I get why I didn't play this before because it probably would have made me not play other games. Because this is one of those games. If I didn't play something else, I'd be stuck in it. But that's not a bad thing. That's saying how good it is. I don't know why I said it like that, but But besides Hades, what I was saying was I'm thinking about playing Hades with this bad boy. For the podcast listeners, I'm sorry. I'm holding up a fight stick right now. It's a Mayflash F500 fight stick. See it? It's so sexy. It shines in the light. If you don't see it, touch the speaker of your phone, or just the screen of your phone. Because guess what? That's plastic too. Just kidding. That's glass. Well, touch the plastic part of your phone, and that's basically what it feels like. Yeah. No, I've been playing around with this. It's been pretty cool. If you caught it the other day, there was a sale on Guilty Gear Xrd with all of the DLC except for a couple things, and that bitch was $1 at one point. So I bought that and I started trying to learn how to play fighting games on my fucking fight stick. So that's been a whole ass trip. That alone has been a trip. So I really dig the fight stick. I really like it so far. I am hoping that I get more used to it because right now it is kind of hard to finagle everything. I'm not really used to knowing how to hold it yet. I'm not really used to knowing how to make moves work better. Like I guess I do just have to pull on it a little bit, kind of pull on it. Uh, pun intended and all that shit. But yeah, no, uh it's been a journey, even though it's only been a couple days to start using it. But yeah, if you want to pick up this fight stick, this isn't sponsored or anything like that. Like this is not ad. Like I paid for this. They did not tell me to talk about this. This is some nerd bullshit. Um, this is the F500. It was like less than $90. It's got 8 buttons. It's got the joystick and all that shit. It's just standard fight pad. I'm sorry, fight stick. Pad is controller. Um, and it works on everything. I think if you get the connector for the PS5, it works with PS5 natively. You don't need to plug a PS4 controller into it. You just need to get this little flash stick. This thing right here, the Mayflash. What the fuck is it called? Mayflash S Pro. And if you plug this into the fight stick and then plug the fight stick into the PS5, it'll work. It'll work like a PlayStation controller because it'll think it's a PlayStation controller. So, yeah, pretty sick shit. But you need to update the stick as well. If you look that all up online, this is not a tutorial. I'm sorry if that sounds like a lot to do, but no, yeah, no, I'm really digging it. I mean, Chevar can vouch for this later. I've been talking about getting a fight stick for years, and yeah, I got that stimulus coming in, and it was less than 10% of it. So yeah, I I made the jump, and the rest of that money to be determined where it went. But yeah, wow, this is going pretty well. It's just the stream of consciousness at this point, but this is a pretty good podcast. So you know what? We're gonna start getting into the news. I'm gonna make random noises since we don't actually have our sounds and stuff. I really apologize for that, but I hope you enjoy it. I'm just gonna start making noises. Chevar, if you're editing this, literally just insert the sound. If you don't feel like inserting the sound, let me go off. Just let me do my thing. Because Chevar edits these podcasts. Thank him for the audio versions, by the way. Thank me for not putting the video versions up too, by the way. One. Number one. News time. Number one. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyway. Welcome to the news section of the Super Chevy Bros podcast. And first up, we're talking about Ratchet and Clank. This one's going to be pretty quick, but it just kind of, speaks to a few different things that are going on right now in gaming. But Ratchet and Clank is actually getting a 60 FPS update that it's not getting. It actually is already out as of this recording. I think they announced it today, and it also came out today. No, they announced it yesterday, said it was coming soon, and then it came out today. So yeah, if you have a PS5, which There are 5 of us out here. We have them. It's like the 5 billionaires in Yakuza. We have the only PS5s in the world, and we're going to keep them, and you have to come fight us to get them. Yeah, but anyway, for PS5 users, this patch that they released actually unlocks the frame rate. Not unlocks the frame rate. It puts the frame rate cap to 60 frames per second. For PS5 only. If you're on PS4, this will not work. There's actually, it's really funny. I think there's actually Insomniac tweets where they're straight up like telling people in the comments, no, like you cannot play, like this will not work on PS4. We will not release a patch. Because people are like, can you please release a patch for PS4 Pro or PS4? And they're like, it won't work. Like it's not gonna look good. So also tomorrow as of the recording, as of the airing of this podcast, today's March 30th. After March 31st, this will not be available anymore, but Ratchet and Clank is free right now if you have a PS4. So you should go get that if you don't have it, or if you have a PS5 only, you don't have a PS4 and you're a weirdo who skipped that generation. A very good game. It's I wouldn't even call it a remake of the first game. It's a remake of the first game with like weird cutscenes from the movie spliced in that don't exactly match up with what's going on. Like they kind of do because the movie kind of borrows from the game, but then like the game will be like, hey, here's a mission. And then the mission has nothing to do with what's happening in the cutscenes. So yeah, great game though. I'm glad that they updated the original because it is old. Even though we do have HD collections and all that stuff on PS3 and PS4, they are old. So it's good that this one got updated and just in time for Rift Apart, which comes out in May. So Rift Apart, which is the sequel, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, the newest one. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and pick it up. It's really good. I paid full price for it when it came out when it was $60, and I did not regret. No, it was $40 because they knew it was a remake, and Insomniac is a great developer. I paid the full price, did not mind. It's a great game. I need to platinum it. That actually reminded me of this, but more so, this kind of speaks to how this can be done for some older games. Like obviously they can be done, and it does boil down also to what Chevar said before, which is that some developers aren't going to want to go back and do this for their games. So the fact that Insomniac did this, especially because their game is free right now, is really cool. Because theoretically, every PS4 user connected to the internet should have this game for free because it doesn't require PS Plus. So I don't know, they're kind of killing it right now. As far as updating their old game. Now, will that happen for other games? Like for instance, I want Prey to be updated on PS4. On PS5 to, reach 60 frames per second. Will they do that now that Bethesda has joined teams with Xbox? Probably not. Will we see any other developers do this that aren't Sony-based developers? Probably not. Will we see a 60 frames per second Bloodborne? Probably not, because even though that is a Sony game, Sony does not control From Software, and they can't make them do anything. So yeah, it's kind of a pick and choose thing, and I feel like this is where it kind of does get more like PC gaming, because except it's PC gaming with less accessibility, because this isn't just a game not getting updated, and you just have to play an old version of it that runs worse, right? Like, this is like, you can play a PS4 game on a PS5. All the developer has to do is go in and type a few things in. I assume this is a joke. I'm joking. A developer have to take the time out of their development schedule to go update this game, right? However much time that may take. Why would they do that when they could just work on something else? Why would they update a game that's 4 or 5 years old? So, like, Chevar said this on a previous podcast too. So it kind of sucks because it's a pick and choose thing. So it's good that Ratchet and Clank got updated. I was even thinking, because I saw that it was still 30 frames per second on PS5, and I was like, ooh. Like, I know that's a snobby thing, but when I know a game like that can run 60 frames per second, and it won't, it kind of makes me frustrated. But not to say that I won't play games at 30 frames per second. I've actually been playing the new Avengers game at 30 frames per second when I'm playing the campaign, because it looks better, right? But when I want to replay a game and I know that I have hardware that can do better stuff, I want to use that new hardware. So it sucks that, yes, Ratchet and Clank got this, but how do we know how many more games may get this? Like, how many older games will get this, right? Like, Tsushima got it, yeah, but it came out the same year as the PS5. Last of Us Part 2, who knows if we're ever going to get that update they keep promising, because I They're supposed to update it with multiplayer and update the game for PS5. That still hasn't happened. Um, so, it just kind of depends on what the developer's doing. Also, it's a pandemic. I mean, if there's a pandemic, you don't really have time for side projects like just remastering stuff like this. And, on console, this sucks because if you want to do that, you can't have that. We can't just unlock frame rate. And they don't have that problem on PC, really. I mean, you can hack stuff. You can, like, make a mod for a game to make it 60 frames per second. You can't really do that on a console, unless it's like, one of those Skyrim or Xbox mod, like Skyrim mods or something that they allow on console. But yeah, shout out Ratchet and Clank. Go pick that up if you haven't yet. Once again, if you have a PlayStation, it is free. It's free. One more time, it's free. Doesn't matter if you have a paid account or not. It's free. So if you haven't gotten this game since it came out in 2016, 5 years ago, get it. It's free. Like, literally, it's just fucking sitting right there. If you have a PS5, it already comes in the PS5 Plus collection if you have a PS Plus with it as well. But go ahead and get this version so that if you do lose your PS Plus or you want to play this offline or something, you can just play it. Like, you don't have to, go suck somebody's nuts to say, please, can I play this game that I hope belongs to me? So yeah. Yeah, next one. Two. Okay. So, wow, I like this yellow glow on my face. Thanks, Cyberpunk monitor image. Sorry, audio listeners. I know that you don't care about that. So Cyberpunk 2077's 1.2 patch came out, and yeah, it did a lot of shit. It's a very hefty package of notes, and I'm gonna just spend part of this podcast just reading it. Not so. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna read it for the people who the half listener, the 0.5 listener we have that cares about Cyberpunk patch, because they're probably the only person still playing it in its current state. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for the PS5 version that'll probably come out in 2022. Which I know they said it'll come out this year, but I don't believe them. So let me click on this. All right, I'm gonna put it on the screen too. So hold up. Let's put it on the screen. Oh, no, spoiler. No, spoilers today. No, siree. Okay, hold up. All right. So let's look at these patch notes. So Cyberpunk 1.2 patch notes. Coming to PC, consoles, and Stadia soon. It's out, by the way. It's not soon. It's already out. People already tried it out and everything. So look at this shit. Look how long this is. For my listeners, I can't even count how many bullet points there are. I have like a 30-something inch monitor. I'm sorry, a 20-something inch monitor. I cannot even... There's like multiple full pages of bullet points of notes. And half of them probably won't make sense to me, but I'm just going to read up some of them off. Some of them ones that I think are funny too. The NCPD spawn radius for when the player commits a crime has been increased. So apparently, if you played the game before, if you like just start gunning people down in the middle of the street, the police would just like spawn up your dick hole and make the game really unfun. So that's been changed. That's been a complaint since the beginning. I remember that being a thing when the game first came out. New steering sensitivity slider added to control settings, allows reduced steering speed for all vehicles, because the whole game feels like you're driving a bunch of tanks. Adjusted the vehicle steering code to work better in low and extreme frame rate situations to produce more consistent results. Improve steering on base consoles noticeably. So base consoles, apparently, the steering was really bad. Which, if we have a listener in the audience who knows anything about the PS4 version of Cyberpunk, please tell me if you have played it. I don't know if that shit's still working anymore. But yeah, no, it's a trip. Let me see what the rest of these notes say after I shoot this tweet. He's like, I'm the ultimate multitasker. Fix an issue where enemies do not fall on the ground after being killed with synapse burnout. Improve jacking and interactions with forklifts. Picking up or grappling in an NPC with burning or EMP status now transfers the status to player. Oh, that seems like something that should have just been there. Shortcut. I mean, it also seems like subjective. Shortcut quick hacks, like, I'm sorry, going back to the infected with damage thing. I mean, some games don't do that. You can infect people with fire and it won't kill you. V can no longer use consumable situations where scene context would not support it. Clothing vendors now sell items more suitable for the location. Data is now correctly displayed when scanning the Militech Manticore AV. fixed the prompt on an unavailable vehicle door that said locked. Gorilla arms damage has now been increased by 20%. Let's see. Is there anything for console specifically? I just want to see what the console problems are too. Cinematic design. Let's see. Progress will no longer be blocked when player chooses the corpo line twice while talking to Hanako in the safe house during search and destroy. Oh, that's fucked up. Fix an issue that could block progression if the player reached Wakako before Takamura and down on the street. Takamura will no longer teleport to Wakako if the player chooses to go alone and down on the street. Let me see. These are names of the missions, by the way. It's not just like mode or something. Environment and levels. The objective will no longer get stuck on neutralize the attackers and dream on a mission. Fix an issue where 2 fast travel points are missing map pins. Fix multiple issues related to NPCs clipping with objects. Yeah, this is great. Let's see. Look at this. For my audio viewers. Every time I'm reading, I'm scrolling further down, but like not even like one by one. I'm scrolling to different chunks, right? So this was all different stuff. They have it labeled by UI, graphics, audio, and animation, environment, and levels. This shit look like a fucking CVS receipt. Cinematic design, open world, quests, PC specific, console specific. What's the console specific ones? Fix an issue on PlayStation 4 where items couldn't be dropped from the backpack as they would always reappear back in the inventory. That's fucked up. For Xbox One, fix an issue. That's for a story mission. Fix an issue that caused the game to zoom in when pressing pause on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X. Fix an issue that could cause the game to become unresponsive when pressing A immediately after deleting a save on Xbox One. Improve screen space reflections. Fix rendering issues with fog and PS4. Fix issues with PS4 where corpses and disembodied heads would glitch out. Fix the water thing. Yeah, water surface textures to be missing. Settings menu stuff is missing. And from what I've heard online, you know, the game has improved. It's improved slightly, right? Like, people still say at its core, seen some people say, you know, I put 100 hours in this game, and at its core, it's still not a good game. And I don't know how you argue with that, because, like, I liked it. I felt like it was like Fallout 3 light, like, as far as, you know, quest lines and how far the story could go, how big the world seemed. I might go back into it when at least the PS5 version, because I have a PS5. I don't want to play a glitched out PS4 game, right? So I own the game, but I got it for free. I own the game, but I'm not going to play it anytime soon. So I don't know. This isn't even like an early access game. This is a game that's supposed to come out. It's supposed to be 1.0 that came out. This is patch 1.2, and they're doing shit like fixing screen reflections and adding shit to the settings menu that should have been there already, and improving steering issues that are only present on certain consoles. And like, I get it. They crunch their people, which is fucking stupid in the first place, because why are you going to crunch your people if this is the type of shit that happens, right? So, shout out to CD Projekt Red after I just dissed them. I hope that this game gets better before the end of 2021, because if not, even though it's already lights out for this game, it's definitely lights out for this game if it doesn't come to term by the end. Come to term. It's not born yet. It really isn't fucking finished. If it doesn't come to term by the end of 2021. So, because here's the thing, they even said they're updating The Witcher. They're updating the fucking Witcher. They're updating The Witcher for next gen consoles. And that's probably going to come out for the Cyberpunk update. So, you know, fuck it. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to those guys. They suck. Number 3. Okay, so I put this one in here because I thought Chevar would be here, but it's okay. I love him still. We will watch this together as a family. Suicide Squad. Sorry, I had dryness of the mouth. Suicide Squad, the new one by known Joker about kid diddling. What's his name? James Gunn. That's his name. James Gunn. So they gave him the Suicide Squad movie, right? But here's the thing. For the people who don't know, this isn't like a sequel to that Suicide Squad movie that came out 5 years ago. This is like a completely different movie. It's almost like the first movie didn't happen, right? So except Harley Quinn is still the same person, and a few other characters are back as their characters. But yeah, they even recast Will Smith. Like, yeah, so basically, all that's going on is he is making Guardians of the Galaxy but for your DC. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to play this for the podcast video. Chevar, you might want to cut this out. But yeah, I'm going to play this for the podcast video. But yeah, so my only thing with this trailer before we watch it is it just seems like I've seen this movie 300 times, but also I don't think I even really want this movie. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch it.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a
Hold up.
defective dress as a
I'll start it over. Sorry.
We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully. You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
This coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
Team 2 is clear to go.
Fire. 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
What?
We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry. Harley Quinn.
Bloodsport.
Sorry, I did not realize y'all couldn't hear me. Yeah, I paused it because I was making a joke. I did not realize that Will Smith's character was not even in this movie. His character isn't in the movie at all. He was not recast. My bad.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. Times are hard. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull. Can do the job for free.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
Alright, listen, this trailer has showed me Pete Davidson way too many times already. I'm over it. Oh shit, Sylvester Stallone just ate somebody.
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
See, like, that's pretty funny.
we're all gonna die.
That's like
I hope so.
Marvel's like usual shitty level of humor. Like that's standard.
Mission. You die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
See, and that's the thing. I feel like
Is that covering your mouth?
Harley, although that isn't an open.
I feel like this is just the same movie again,
That's
right?
kind of
Like,
our
This is suicide.
well, that's kind of our thing.
and they already showed us the coolest part. Look at this shit. They showed us the fucking shark ripping someone in half. That's the whole movie. I don't even need to see the movie anymore. See, okay.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
Don't you worry, eh? I'm gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Like, I don't know, sentimental shit. Get out of here. Yeah, so it comes out August 8th. Sorry, I know I talked over that partially, but yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in it. It's coming straight to HBO Max. I have a subscription. I'll probably watch it anyway. But yeah, I mean, I just think it's funny that they're like, listen, Margot Robbie, you look like Harley Quinn. You have to play the role anyway. We don't care. We need you to stay. We don't really need you to do other movies. We've given you 2 of them. Please do the 3rd one. So she's going to be Harley Quinn probably in this universe, no matter how many times they pass the properties between different directors and decide that that Suicide Squad needs to become the Suicide Squad. Don't fucking get it. I don't know why they got a new director and then remade the movie. I mean, they got an Oscar off of it. It was very successful in box offices. People still like that movie. I don't like that movie as much. I'd probably watch it. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying it's like the worst movie I've ever seen, right? It's disjointed. It's got weird character design, in my opinion, and there's some other off stuff about it. But like, I don't see why it needs to be remade. I don't know. Like less than 10 years later, too. Like it's the same movie, like same actress. Like, bro, come on. But yeah, shout out to the people who are gonna go see that movie and tell me it's the greatest thing ever in the renaissance of the Harley Quinn costume. All right, number 5. 4. 4? Yeah, 4. All right, yeah, we're on 4. So, sorry, I had another one that said 4. So yeah, a game that comes out tomorrow, that comes out 2 days from now, according to my calendar from when this was recorded. It'll come out April 1st. Outriders, right? So Outriders is they're playing hardball. They're being mean. They're being a little mean. They're being little shits. No, I'm just kidding. They're protecting their game. So the creators of Outriders came out and said that hackers will be punished, because they'll be found out by an anti-cheat system they put through the game. Not so much in the game, but they're going to send an update out every once in a while that'll check everybody's profiles, and if you get marked, you're marked permanently as a cheater. And this includes intentionally running the game on PC without easy anti-cheat, modifying game files to enhance a character, level of skills or inventory, etc. Externally modifying game time to reduce... Oh, sorry, I was trying to do something else. I'm trying to bring this up to y'all. There we go. Externally modifying game time to reduce time-dependent features such as vendors and challenges, like modifying the clock on your system, modifying the clock on your PC. That's a no-no in multiplayer games. Don't do that. Externally modifying... Yeah. Using a trainer program or similar to gain advantages within the game, which is like a program that would play the game for you, basically. Using gameplay altering programs such as aimbots or wall hacks. So aimbots, for people who don't know, auto aim for you to a varying degree. You can kind of use it to sneak around anti-cheat or people who would call you out for cheating by having only like maybe aim for you a little bit. Or you can just have it laser focus on people's heads, literally. You can tell it to like aim at specific parts of people's bodies if you want to. And wall hacks, you can just see people through walls and shit like that. So, yeah, so if you violate any of these things in this game, which is out on all systems, PS5, Xbox, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and it's coming to Game Pass on Xbox for Xbox players, not PC though. Yeah, they said if you violate any of these rules while playing the demo, watch out. This comes from Game Informer, by the way, if it's not obvious for the people who are watching, the people listening, Game Informer. People can fly says it plans to check every account for evidence of cheating before launch day, and then at regular intervals going forward. So the people who do get caught cheating, they'll have slower matchmaking, and they'll have their HUDs labeled with what their studio describes as discrete but visible watermark, so that any gameplay footage with their account will be quickly flagged. So literally, they will watermark your HUD to tell that you're a cheater, but not in a way that you can even tell, right? Probably not even a way that somebody who is just watching on stream would be able to tell from your watermark, from your HUD, right? It would probably be like something like, if they're smart, I'm not saying not if they're smart, but like in my fantasy world, it would be something like, if they like looked at it like through a lens or some shit like that, it would like show exactly where the watermark is, and they'd be like, oh shit, he cheated, if they had to look at footage. Or the watermark gets recognized by a system that sees gameplay footage and is like, hey, here's a video of a cheater, and it sends it directly to somebody. But in my fantasy world, like I said, this is not canon. But they still are watermarking people's HUDs. And they will be harder to get a match. So basically the game will be kind of shit for you. And yeah, fuck you if you cheat in multiplayer games. That's all I can really say. Because that's the only thing with this, is that it's a multiplayer game. Now, cheating is up to you in your single player game. I don't really like to do it as much anymore unless I'm like screwing around with something. Because I just like the challenge of video games these days. It's like, it makes you feel accomplished. Like, literally nothing else in the world does. But yeah, no. Okay, sorry. Real quick. My computer, I didn't realize it's running 2 of my cameras for some fucking reason. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. NVIDIA, make it easier. NVIDIA, make it easier for me to turn off my virtual camera, dude. Come on. Stop that shit. Stop that shit right now, man. Don't do that. Okay, so yeah, I like when cheating options like this are put in, because it'd be fun. It's funny when people go like online and are like, hey, I had this issue, and then somebody's like, hey, it's because you're cheating, that's why you can't find a match, or hey, it's because of this, or hey, it's because of that, right? Speaking more so about Outriders, and you know, it's funny about the wall hacking thing, and the thing is that this game is competitive at all, right? It's just that it's a team game, so I don't want to jump into a game with somebody who's max level the first day, fucking all my shit up, right? But anyway, I just hope this game has a big player base when it comes out. It's crossplay, so it should have a pretty big player base when it comes out. Me and Chevar are gonna play, probably on stream at some point. We're gonna play the game together because we have it on PlayStation. I have a PS5 copy, it's a PS4 copy. You get both copies when you buy it. It's the future. But wow, the sun is just fucking shining on my ass. But yeah, I like anything that deters hackers in a funny way. Not just like kicking them out of the game or like banning them outright, but like something that just straight up makes their game impossible. Like give them an impossibly big hitbox, like make it super easy to kill them so that they go online and complain or something. Like that's chef's kiss. Good shit. Alright, so next one up. It's already up, baby. That means I gotta make the sound though. Real Jay-Z shit. 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything after that. So, Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone. The game everybody's 13-year-old nephew and everybody's 25-year-old friend is playing online these days. 1, because it's free. 2, because it's Call of Duty. And 3, because it's a battle royale. And those are possibly 3 of the most popular things in gaming ever. So, of course, well, they're definitely the most popular things the past 2 decades. Let me put that together. So, if you take all 3 of those things, you get what Warzone is, right? So, Warzone is notoriously known for its gigantic fucking file size. It is the reason I don't play it. I don't play Warzone because no, I'm not playing Warzone. I'm not playing just kidding. I'm not playing Warzone because the file size is gigantic. I couldn't do it, right? But now I might be able to. On my PC and my PS5, because I couldn't do it on my PC because I didn't have enough room. I don't have a big enough hard drive right now. I do have a big enough hard drive, but I have to move stuff around, and I'm lazy. And my PS5, as you guys know, they only have 1 terabyte hard drives that are really only 800 gigs. So, or 600 something gigs. I don't know. Yeah, they're really only 600 something gigs. So, I only have so much room on there. I had to delete Control off of there, even though I wasn't playing it, so I didn't mind. I had to delete Control off of PlayStation so I could download Outriders, which I know some people are going to hear this later and be like, wow, you made a mistake. But, surprise, I can still play Control. So, yeah, so they're going to squash the file size down just a little bit. It's usually about 100 and something gigabytes, and that's not a joke for people who've never had to deal with this. Warzone is literally known to be like one of the largest games recently, in recent memory. It's larger than Red Dead Redemption on the PS4. I know that for a fact, because it's like 100 something gigs, and I had to like delete a bunch of shit off my PlayStation back then when that came out, Red Dead Redemption 2, to get some shit off of it. Yeah, it's bigger than that. And, you know, people say, oh, it's got this, it's got so many things, but it's got like all this data. They don't know how computing works or anything like that. So here's the thing. They optimized the game. They finally fucking did it. They optimized the game, and they said the file size should come down to 52 gigabytes. Pause. 52 gigabytes only if you download Warzone only. Now, a lot of people I know who play Call of Duty don't only play Warzone. They also have Modern Warfare or Call of Duty Black Ops. This is not fixing those problems. So, for instance, if you have Modern Warfare, the file size is still 133.6 gigabytes. With Warzone, like, included. Like, it's still that big. So, yeah, so it's good to see that they've decreased it. It's more in line with what games or how hefty games are right now. Because even PS5 games aren't that much, right? Like, I think the heftiest game I have right now is Neo 2. I know Borderlands might be the biggest game I have right now, right? It's like 80 gigs. Outriders is only 46 gigs. So I don't get why this game is so big. But they straight up said they optimized the file size. Like, they actually like took time to do it. So if you're like me and you wanted to play Warzone, but you didn't want to, you know, delete every game off your system and only play Yakuza Kiwami and Warzone and then cry yourself to sleep instead of playing Doom Eternal and having fun like a real person because you can have 10 games on your system, download it. It's fun. if you like the battle royale thing, right? I played it a couple times. I didn't like it, and then when I realized how big it was on my system, I deleted it because I wasn't really playing it much. It's I like those games now because they're easy to hop in and out of. I've been playing a lot more Apex Legends. That is way easier to hop in and out of than a lot of other games. But this will scratch that itch. It's free. It's free. Give it a shot if you don't like it. If you need a shooter, you need a good quality Call of Duty game in your life that, but you don't feel like paying for one and you kind of want to see what's going on with the series, this is a good entry point too. But yeah, decreases the file size to 52 gigabytes on PS5 and 4. On Xbox Series X and Xbox One, the file size is 57.8 gigabytes, and on PC, it's going to be 52.4. So, that's awesome. That's good. Thank you so much, Treyarch, Activision, whoever does this. Thank you, Activision. Whoever does... Sorry, I don't remember who makes Call of Duty exactly. Thank you for optimizing the game. People really appreciate when you make their hard drives hurt less, especially when, next-gen hard drives aren't very fucking big in the first place. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, thank you, Warzone, for trying to save people. For my homies with the 500 gigabyte hard drives, I hope you survive. I hope you thrive. Next up, 6. Yes, my girlfriend's probably listening to me yell in the house right now and is like, is this worth it? How fast can I leave the house? How fast can I bike away? Is he ever going to stop talking? So, wow, no, yeah, we're actually on to one of our main topics. So actually, Haley's going to come in here soon. But yeah, come in like 5 minutes. It's all right. But yeah, this is a good show so far. I'm aiming for about an hour or so. We'll see how far we go. We'll see how far we go. I didn't realize we were getting into this topics already, but I'm going to start talking about it. So I'm going to name this one 6, but this is actually one of our main topics. So Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 and 3 are all being remastered. Remastered, for people who don't know, is not the same as remake. If you remake a game, you're remaking it from the ground up. If you're remastering it, you're literally just pulling up the old game and touching up textures and making little quality of life improvements, right? The remasters are coming out soon. I need to click on this link to see when they come out. They're supposed to be coming out, let's see, June 10th. June 10th for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Which means they'll work on Xbox Series X and PS5 as well. So, all 3 of those games are being remade, right? So, some controversy has already come out about it. Not controversy, but some people are already kind of sad that they're not using the original versions of any of those games or give you the option to play any of the original versions of those games. They are legitimately what do you mean? What do you mean it's not actually working? What does that mean? What does that mean it's not actually working? What does that mean? Okay. Anyway, listen, Streamlabs says I'm rocking, so I'll let you know. So, by the way, people who are watching right now, sorry, people who are confused, Chevar just got in the room. The chat room, not the actual room. We have not seen each other in some time. But, so, Ninja Gaiden 3, 1, and 2, yeah, I said it in that order, deal with it. They're getting remastered. But they're not using the original versions. They're using the Sigma versions, and I think the Razor's Edge version of Ninja Gaiden 3, the third one. The third one is getting a Sigma version, right? So, not too sure how I feel about that, right? I don't prefer the Sigma versions. I like them because they have more content, right? They have more content, but they lower the difficulty in some ways. And the game's not as bloody in the second one. The second one was known for how gory it was. A lot of limbs flying everywhere. It's very gushy, ooshy-gushy, nasty shit. But then they decided to take that down. I think they were quoted as saying, we realized the violence was not needed to make the game good. And it was like, no, yeah, it's not needed to make the game good. It's needed to make it look funny and cool. Not funny. I mean, that sounds like serial killer-ish, but it's needed to make it look like, like ninjas chop people up, man. I don't know shit, but another thing came out about this, right? So apparently they lost the code to several of the games, and probably not several of the games. I'm just spitting random shit now. They have lost the code to the second game. They like straight up don't have it. They have admitted that they don't know where the code is for Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. So what they're saying is we will never see a remake of those games again. We probably won't ever see those games in their original form ever again in a remastered version, right? So if you have those games, congratulations. You own the only like actually accessible version of those games, right? So it's kind of a problem. I'm going to bring a guest in to come talk with us about that. I have my girlfriend here. She's usually here every day. I think she's here 24 hours a day. I think she lives here. I'm not sure. I just sit in front of this computer and type at shit and just do things all day that are arbitrary. But yes, my girlfriend Haley, she also plays video games, and she supports me. She plays things and does podcast things, and she's here. She's here to be on said podcast, and we're gonna talk about this little funky thing. So, hey Haley, what's up? You can say hi to the people in the audio version. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I should scoot forward.
Yeah. And yeah. So I was kind of explaining this to you earlier.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I didn't
okay.
even realize I had gotten out of the frame
It's
again.
It's okay. So yeah. So let's see. Come scoot this way a little more. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Cool. So it's not just like side of your face.
I know. I'm just like looking at you.
Hey. So yeah. So this is Ninja Gaiden. Haley, look at it. It's beautiful.
I love him.
Yeah, you love him. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, his name is this is the Ninja Gaiden.
Is he? Is it not?
No, no. So he's from the series Ninja Gaiden. So I was kind of talking to Haley about this earlier, so I'll re-explain it for the audience and Haley and everybody, because I already told both of you because I'm dumb. So this guy's line of games, right? This very buff, nice man. They're coming out. They're re-releasing them with polished graphics. They run faster. They look better. They play like better and all that stuff, right? But they can't remake the original versions of these games they're remaking because they lost the code. Two of them, they completely lost the code to the games.
I just love that. Like, oh, can't find it.
Yeah, that's kind of what they said too. Let me see if I can pull up the interview because we'll read parts of it. It's really fucking funny. So hold up. Yeah, there's the thing. So yeah, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2's code has been lost. This is from IGN. Has been lost. But so don't expect a Ninja Gaiden Black remaster. So Ninja Gaiden Black was like another remake of the original, right? Okay. So let's scroll down to the thing. So speaking to IGN, head of Team Ninja, Fumihiko Yasuda, explained the choice of the Sigma editions and Master Collection. The reason we chose these three titles for the collection is because they represent the latest installments of the numbered series, and they are also the most polished versions, featuring many additional modes and costumes. Yeah, we know. Furthermore, when we worked on Sigma and Sigma 2, it's a remake of the first one and a remake of the second one that came out. Those both came out a long time ago. It's very confusing, I know. And then when I tell people that remakes aren't stupid, they get mad at me. And I'm like, imagine having to tell somebody that there are 10 versions of Resident Evil 4 and tell them how that makes sense. So
what is that? So, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. So then he says, however, we were unable to salvage the varying assortment of data we had left from Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2. And for that reason, we currently don't have any plans of remastering Ninja Gaiden Black and Ninja Gaiden 2 on non-Xbox platforms. On non-Xbox platforms. So the only reason he said that is because those games originally only came out on Xbox. So because it was an exclusive to Xbox for a second, and then they started putting them on other systems. So that was kind of confusing. I don't know why he said that at the end. But in the Sigma versions, or the version that came out on other consoles, those were like the newer versions, right? Okay. So that's what he's saying. So the old new versions are what's getting remastered, right? And the old versions are gone.
Bro, y'all need some flowcharts for this.
I'm fucking telling you, isn't this shit stupid?
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So they literally lost entire versions of the game. And the reason this matters is because, I mean, I think the reason it matters is because people like to archive things, but also in the second one specifically, they took a lot of the blood and gore out, and they had a really dumb reason for doing it, but now that's the only version of the game that plays like that. And they also lowered the difficulty. So some people don't like that, and they're like, no, I want the hardest version of the game. I want to play it. But I mean, what do you think about like preserving this kind of stuff? Like, is it like this thing where it's like, oh, okay, well, we should just have the new versions, or is it like, well, we should still have the old ones as backup or anything, or have the old ones available or anything like that?
Definitely, I think the old ones should stay available. I mean, it's kind of like you'd think about old libraries and how they have like every book ever written.
Right.
And they don't discriminate. I'm sure they have 7 different iterations of a book some Joe Bob did. Because it was written, and that means it's important to preserve it. So I feel like from an anthropological standpoint, it's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
To just lose something. I just don't know how you find yourself in that position.
To just lose code?
When you have multiple... Obviously, something's working if you have it for other games that are almost the same game. So then what? I feel like somebody's hiding. This is one of those things that gets my conspiracy brain.
Oh no!
I'm like somebody's hiding something here. Something happened.
Somebody's lying, because I mean I kind of agree. I see what you mean, like tinfoil hat on, but I don't know. I feel like these motherfuckers are just goofy, because this isn't the first time I've heard of. Well, no, because this isn't the first time I've heard of a developer like just straight up losing code. Like, and I'm pretty sure it was a similar developer. I think this might have also been Team Ninja, because I think they made another game. Platinum Games, which is similar to Team Ninja. They made another game called Bayonetta, and I think they lost the code to the original one. Or like other companies have been like, yeah, we lost the code for that, so we actually can't recreate that anymore.
Do better. Like, do better.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't have like cloud backups or like shit like stashed away on hard drives or something. I don't know.
Just imagine your favorite product, right? It's a conditioner. And they're just like, oh, we lost the recipe for the original one.
That'd be funny.
Sorry. It would be funny if you didn't like that conditioner.
Imagine if McDonald's just lost the recipe for the Big Mac. Like, they had no idea what they were doing anymore. They
have no clue what's in it.
Yeah, they're like, it's actually not the same as it was 10 years ago.
No more Big Mac.
Nope, no more Big Mac. You actually get Big Mac 2.
A Big Mac.
Yeah, you actually get the Sigma Mac with
Big Mac.
It actually has less sauce on it, actually. But yeah, no. So that's kind of where we're at with that. It kind of explains what I was just saying too. So the Sigma versions of Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, as well as Ninja Gaiden 3's Razor Edge, which that's basically Sigma 3, but they just decided to name it Razor's Edge. I don't know why. All made. Oh no! I'm sorry. It's Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge Sigma. All made changes to the original versions of the game. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black is a remixed version of the original games.
Version. Oh my.
Yeah, so it's a clusterfuck, right? And this is why we just need to, one, stop remaking things 30 times, and if you're going to do it, name it something else. Because a lot of Japanese developers will do that. They'll make a game come out again, and it'll be slightly different, and then it's like, God damn it, I just bought this a year ago, fuck you. And they're still doing it. It happens a lot. It's like, oh, the special edition with new character and new missions, and no, you can't upgrade. Buy the new game.
That's so shitty. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's a cash grab.
No, it's a total cash grab. It's total cash grab, and it's one of those things where if it was like a free update thing, I wouldn't be mad. But when you like make it a whole other game, why the fuck am I gonna buy the first version? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just gonna wait until the new version comes out. So, good thing is that, well, they're probably gonna lose the code for these games too. So we will not see newer versions of these games. Probably these are probably the last time we will ever see these. So yeah, good luck to Ninja Theory. I hope you guys can fucking keep an eye on your code.
They're gonna lose the password to like everything.
We're never gonna get any fucking games from these people again. I have to Google this one again to pull it up. But yeah, and then now we're on to our last topic of the show. Razer's Go Green initiative, and I literally picked this because I knew Haley wanted to be on the show today. And holy shit, this image is bright as fuck. We look like white people. Wait a second.
What?
One of us is okay. No,
Which one?
Which one? Okay, so anyway, you can't believe you just said that. Wow, edgy joke. I forgot what we're doing. Yeah, so I picked this one because Haley is the most sustainable person I know. If she could recycle people, she would do it. But I don't think that's ethical.
I'm working on it.
No, that's a good thing though. Like she's not like a eco-fascist or anything like that, which is also always a good thing. Haley is very purposeful with her repurposing.
So sorry.
She makes a lot of the stuff on our house. She's very like into, you know, not mindlessly consuming things and kind of trying to make as much shit as you can at home. And she's gotten mean to it a lot too. It's one of the things we kind of like connected about. So, in honor of her favorite color, coincidentally, I just noticed that. Oh wow, green is your favorite color and you're sustainable? I just realized that.
I know. It was kind of like I cemented my personality when I was 9 years old. Everything I cared about when I was a 9-year-old is what I care about to this day.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like that's what some people like envy, honestly. Some people like now they care about his money and they're like, damn, I wish I still cared about like Hot Wheels and shit, dog. But then like yours is more purposeful. You're like, as a kid, I wanted to save the world.
It's like screaming at people that they were gonna go to hell for littering.
And this kid's like, I just want my ice cream. You're like, the planet is dying.
It's fucking fault, bro.
So hey,
throw away motherfucking trash.
So see, exactly, and that wasn't even an exaggeration. That's how I've seen her say that to people in the streets. Not
say it like that.
So, Razer with their Go Green Razer campaign. Razer is a computer hardware / software company. They make a ton of stuff from computers to mics to keyboards, screens.
So a lot of the shit that like does cause a lot of issues in terms of waste management.
Is the tech industry overall very wasteful?
Yeah. It's like under oil and gas.
Okay.
In terms of environmental impact, but there's like a lot of trash. I'm pretty sure tech and retail are kind of in the same realm of how much waste they produce. Especially because when you think about it, a lot of people don't know what to do with their electronics.
Yeah, like most people, I've seen people just throw computers away.
Yeah.
Like I've literally seen people like, shit, what did we see on Twitch a few months ago? The guy who found a PS4 in a fucking garbage can.
And it worked.
Yeah, it worked perfectly fine. He found it with the controller and all the cords. Like, if that person just, one, wasn't an idiot, but see, that's where I become eco-fascist. If that person had more information, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. If they had more information, and they would have had, you know, a way to either repurpose that or give it to somebody else, they probably would have done that. And some people just throw stuff in the trash mindlessly. So, you know, especially tech. I've literally, my family's throw printers away like it was fucking toilet tissue, dude. I'm not fucking joking. What do you mean I need to plug my PC in? Chevar, if you're having connection problems, it's you. What are you talking about? Okay, anyway. I mean, nobody else has told me anything's wrong, so. Okay, anyway. Chevar just ruining my flow because he doesn't understand that he's the one who can't see the stream. Hold up. So yeah, though through our campaign led by Snecky Sneck, the mascot, so that little squiggly thing, his name is Snecky Sneck. And
I love that.
It's planned out a sustainability roadmap to continue fighting environmental and climate change. So the company aims to be 100% renewable energy by the end of 2025. I mean, by the year 2025. I can't read. with all products using recycled material by 2030, along with being 100% carbon neutral. So just off of that sliver alone, how is that compared to like other big companies who have been talking all that hot shit?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. I think when it comes to somebody like REI, this is pretty on par for what they're doing. And for those who don't know, REI is an outdoor store. And one of their big things is sustainability and being friendlier to the environment and people. And this is kind of the type of stuff that they're going for. And it's funny because they're a retail company also. So I was just talking about how they're kind of comparable in terms of the waste, and they're also doing similar things. I feel like these are promises that don't seem hollow.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, either these are concrete, and I like the idea of being carbon neutral, but it is, I don't know, I'm kind of cynical in that sense, because a lot of times when I see carbon neutral, what companies are doing is they're just giving money to organizations that help the environment, so they're offsetting whatever emissions and negative impact they're having.
Right.
And a lot of times that does mean throwing money at it, which, I don't know. I think it's not bad. It's just, like I said, that's where I get cynical. It's kind of like, okay, so what really do you mean by carbon neutral?
Yeah, exactly.
Because give money to organizations that are, supporting environmental goals and care about climate change and reversing that and combating it. That has a place, and I think that it's great when companies do that. It just shouldn't be the only thing they're doing. And they do add other things. I see a lot of companies making the promise that, we'll be 100% carbon neutral, or eventually offsetting our carbon footprint. And it's, okay, that's cool. You should be doing more. And it seems like they did that plus more.
Right. Okay. So it seems like they actually kind of nutted up instead of shutting up. Okay, that's good. I mean, sorry, I was listening to you the whole time. Chevar was texting me and was telling me dumb stuff like plug my computer in.
I checked and it's working on my side.
I don't know what he's talking about to plug my computer in. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Yeah, sure. I'm watching it on Haley's phone and it's moving smooth. It looks literally fine. Your internet is shit. Thank you, Assassin Thankless. You are the best. Thank you for also telling me the stream works. Chevar, your internet sucks. But yeah, so.
No, yeah, pull up the article again, because I do want to read it again.
Yes. So let's
speak to the timeline and stuff. Right. I don't know if those are good timelines or bad timelines. Right. I don't know. That seems in the realm of what other people are saying. So sure, I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
I don't think I'm educated enough on what is possible.
I don't know. You do a lot of research. I'm not saying like Haley's not like a certified person, I guess. I don't know. Do you get certified? I don't know. Anyway,
there are degrees.
He reads a lot of stuff.
I have looked at getting my master's in sustainability.
I mean, you never know until you know.
You know. Okay, so
in addition to product changes and in-house adjustments, a razor. That was a typo by
That's
Game
funny.
Razor.
Is one of them.
Yeah, a razor. Only one of the razors.
Maybe that's the loophole.
Oh, shh. Razer has also announced that it aims to inspire its community following its partnership with Conservation International. Do you know who they are? I don't know who they are.
I see their name a lot. I haven't done much digging.
So they exist, though. We know that they're not just some random company.
There was one time where I was trying to follow up on a company and they said that they donated their money to this one place, but the one place could not be found on the internet. And I kind of was like, are you just kind of lying?
Are you just blowing this out of your ass? Or?
I was like, there's no valid link. I can't find any information about this company you say you're giving your money to, and I'm really interested. Can you provide me with any more information?
Right.
And I followed up a few times, and they were like, "Oh, we'll get back to you." And then nobody ever did.
Shit, and they blocked your email.
It's so weird. If you're saying on your website where people can read, I wasn't hacking anything. I was just reading their webpage. Like, bro, why are you so sketchy?
I mean, for all we know, it could have been a Coke front or something.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I feel like Coke is probably bad for the environment.
Coke. Yeah, I mean, we watched the whole documentary about the harvesting and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty bad for the environment, actually. Yeah. I mean, they use fucking gas, so there you go. I mean, that's not even for the harvest, it's for the making. We're not talking about how to make Coke on here. So
Figure that out on your own time.
after the most recent efforts to save 1 million trees through the Snecky Snack plushies purchased. Wait, no. What does this plushie look like?
So they created waste to offset waste?
Wait, whoa. Yeah. After the most recent efforts to save 1 million trees through the Snecky Snack plushies purchased. Okay, let's read the Snecky Snack thing to see if this is actually as bad as you think it is. Okay, so Razer and global gaming community push to save 1 million trees with Snecky Snack. This is from March 4th this year. 1 million trees planted. Blah. Wait, what is he made out of? Is Snecky made out of something?
Oh my god, they're getting Snacky tattoos!
Snecky is so cute. Look at him. He's adorable. Sorry, audio viewers. It's a black snake with green eyes. You've seen Pokemon. Every Snecky Snack merch saves 10 trees. Right. So, listen, unless these things are made out of air, you're probably right. They're probably...
Yes, go to their campaign. That's where they said you find links to the...
Okay. Let's see. Here's the campaign. All right. Help us save 1 million trees or more. With the help of our friends at Conservation International, we're looking to save our forests one Snecky Snack at a time. Thanks to your phenomenal support, more than 100,000 trees have been saved to date. We're not stopping there. For the sale of every Snecky Snack merchandise, part of the proceeds will go to helping Conservation International save 10 trees. And if supporting a good cause wasn't enough, the more milestones we pass, the more insanely cute Snecky Snack merch we'll release. Who is Snecky Snack? Apparently, I will never fucking know. What happened?
That's weird.
Yeah, I can't scroll for some reason. Okay, let me reload the page. That was weird. Okay. Wow, look at him. Look at the head pillow for the gaming chair.
That's cute. Practical. That's not junk.
Yeah, see, that's practical stuff.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I could get in my, get on my pedestal, but I won't. Because I do think overall what they're doing is really awesome, and I think that more companies should follow suit, because if corporations are going to be so intertwined with everyday society, like I literally have companies basically assaulting me on the internet on a daily basis. They're in my home with me.
Lord.
So if that's gonna happen, you guys need to like do something.
Yeah.
To help make the world a better place. That is your responsibility, and I stand firm on that. And anybody who says that a company doesn't owe anything to the community is bonkers.
Yeah, no, it's just, I mean, if you think that way, then you think that everything should just be every man for himself. And like, yeah, I get that society is like that in some ways, but like, why not try, I guess? But
yeah, I mean, yeah. I care.
Yeah, you're like, I care, so fuck you. And I think that that's an okay thing to say about that. So, yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. Let me see. Is there any other information from that article?
Oh yeah, because we diverted.
Yeah, we got super distracted. No wait, it's over here. Sorry. Okay, we're keeping the article on this one because it is super bright.
Bright as sheep.
So yeah, they actually unlocked the next what's it called? The next milestone. Perfect. So the new thing available is this Snecky Snack pillow. So if that looks cute to you, it really looks cute to me. I'm not sure if I want to buy this yet. I'm going to think about it for 2 days. And
I feel like it wouldn't feel comfortable on my head, but it does look really fucking cute.
Fucking adorable. I already have a pillow on my headrest, so I don't really need one. Anyway, the new Kanagawa Wave apparel line is also a neat way to do some good, which is their clothing line, apparently. The apparel line is made of fabric that is made from marine plastics that have been removed from beaches worldwide.
We literally have tons and tons and tons, and I'm not being dramatic, literal metric tons of that ocean plastic. So the fact that we're able to turn that into something, I love.
That's cool, though. Oh, okay. Sweet.
Those are cool. I like that.
Fabric comprised completely of... I remember when I learned that we can make fibers and threads out of plastic, I was like, then what the fuck, what are we doing then? Why aren't we recycling everything in the clothes? Like, I don't, like, so yeah, I actually really like the way the shirt looks, like the wave of trash.
Yeah.
It's really, I think it's like wildly hilarious. It's also like that one Japanese painting, for our audio viewers who can't see it. they have the tank top, they have wave shorts, they have wave cap, and all of this shit is made out of plastic. And each item is limited to 1,337 pieces, the number for elite, which if you're an old nerd like me, I guess that makes you feel good. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
And they're funding the recovery of 1 kilogram of marine plastics with every item sold. So that's another important thing. Like, literally, I've watched many videos. People are going and basically fishing for trash in the ocean, having to sort it and take out the things that aren't plastic, because there's plenty of that too.
Yeah.
And it's just, it takes so much manpower. I've seen literally like 50 people just sorting these giant blocks, like the size of, you know, travel trailers, like huge blocks of trash that they've compressed after collecting all of it. So it seems like they're really making an effort on every single front, and that's really cool for a gaming company to do.
See, that's why gamers
are computer gaming, you know, however you want to.
That's why gamers are my favorite protected class, you know? They're
according to the EEOC, don't anybody try to sue.
The EEOC is racist, so
well,
yeah, I'm sure I could find some way to prove that. But yeah, no, this was that was pretty much the whole topic, really, just kind of talking about trash, you know, usually what the show's about anyway, in some way or some fashion or some form. But well, Haley, thank you so much for coming to this episode. I appreciate it. Chevar couldn't be here because he was doing important husband stuff. But yeah, is there anything you want to plug? I asked me and Chevar plug stuff at the end of the show, but if not, that's cool too. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I'm good. Don't follow me. Don't find me.
Get her phone number. Get her email address. Just kidding.
You want my social? It's 54.
No. Nobody talk to my girlfriend unless she asks you to talk to her. Do not talk to my girlfriend. Thank you. She has to personally come up to you and say, "Please talk to me." And if you don't, I'm gonna fly from the sky like on some madman shit, because that's apparently socially acceptable or something. Anyway, I mean, have you seen those Salt Bay videos where he's throwing meat into a girl's mouth or some shit, and then the dude come in and start busting her ass? Like, not even. It's gonna be a Quavo Sweetie type situation. My audience isn't even gonna get that. I don't even know why I said that.
I got it.
No, but thank you for coming, Haley. So this is actually where the part of me and Chevar make suggestions, actually, for our audience, just stuff that we think, you know, people might want to watch. I'm gonna actually make this a little bigger. Make this bigger. Oh my god, that thing is really in the way. Episode 76. Yeah, it is episode 76. Yeah, so anything you wanna suggest people watch or do? I'm gonna go ahead and tell everybody we started watching Ink Master again, and Ink Master. Really fucking funny. Some of the worst tattoos I've ever seen. Some of the funniest tattoos I've ever seen. They're all what's it called? Not narcissistic. I don't like to throw narcissistic around as much anymore. I'm trying not to do that as much. What is it? Self-centered, pompous, and also pretentious. That's the word I was looking for. All the other words match though. It's great. It's really funny. It's a funny ass show, especially when people get bad tattoos.
It's crazy, and they try to say that it's good.
Yeah, they're like, we saw a YouTube compilation where they invited people back who had been on Ink Master previously to get their tattoo fixed by the person who fucked it up. And one guy was literally like, "You shouldn't have got that covered up unless you came to me, because that's my work and that's on your body. You need to ask me for permission." Yeah, he said you need to consult me first. And she like almost tore his fucking hand off.
I'll do whatever the fuck I want with my body, first of all.
Yeah, because he said that shit, and literally like even the other person in the room was like, "Bruh, like what are you talking about?"
Like that.
And I'm gonna go ahead and suggest everybody play Hades. It's really good. Haley was listening to me scream about it on Sunday, so I'm sure that she.
I like the way it looks too. I think it's really beautiful.
Very pretty game. It's probably one of the prettiest games I've played in the past year. Truthfully, And what else do I want to suggest? Pick up a hobby and try to learn how to do it, because that's what I'm doing with this thing. I'm trying to learn how to play a fight stick thing. So I would say specifically learn how to use a fight stick so I can fight you with mine, and then we can see who's better. If I lose, I have to be buried in the ground with this alive. And yeah, that's it for me. Those are the specific things I have to recommend. That wasn't something I wrote down, by the way. I just like kind of.
I love that. No, that was great.
Anything else? Anything that you'd like to suggest or tell people about, or anything like that? Anything you enjoyed?
You know, I really recommend getting outside. I know that sounds really like patronizing sometimes, but we've been going outside a lot more together, and it's been really nice. It helps after, you know, being stuck inside in the same place for however many months.
It's been a year and a couple,
it will be.
Weeks.
Just, you know, take the opportunity, find a park, walk around your neighborhood. Just get outside. It's good for you. Vitamin D is good for you. Most people are lacking.
Yeah. Most of y'all need melanin. Isn't that what vitamin D is? Like, you get more vitamin D in your melanin just because you just get more melanin and you get darker?
I don't think so, but I'm not a doctor.
I thought melanin started with a D. The melanin debate. The melanin car.
The melatonin.
Anything. Yeah, no, I like the outside thing because, by the way, when we say go outside, we're not just like standing out there T-posing. Like we're like walking around. We take our dog out more, stuff like that. It's that's gonna sound silly to some people, but I really don't care. You should go take a walk, man. Sometimes it's not worth staying on Twitter like I've seen some of you motherfuckers doing too often. Go outside, take a break.
Yeah, I get really angry when I'm on my phone and stuck inside too much. It's just not. It's not healthy. I don't think.
No, it's not healthy. Not good for you. We've also been watching the Kardashians in the background while we work.
Oh yeah.
It's
those fucking psychotic.
Listen, I don't know why people think people watch that show to idolize them. Ask one person who actually watches that show and ask them what they think about it. They are fucking nuts. They're nuts. They're crazy. I had to listen to Kim talk about how having a black kid finally made her understand what racism was. That's what I heard today in an episode. She was like, I didn't think about racism, Armenian genocide, until I had a black kid. So that was pretty fun.
Racism is crazy.
The other day, Kanye was talking about that's literally what she said. She's like, Kanye was talking about racism.
Kanye was talking about racism, and I just, I just hadn't thought about it like that before.
Rob getting fucking fat shamed in the corner.
Literally, oh my god. So much to say about that, but another day, another podcast.
Another day, another podcast. Maybe another YouTube channel. That's a sneak peek for people who will go back this far to find Easter eggs.
How funny would that be? Somebody's like, "Whoa!"
That'd be really funny. I'm hiding. Yeah, if they find that.
To you, if you're here right now, I love you.
They come to my gaming podcast to listen for you. No, that'd be cool if you made it that far. If you made it that far, that'd be cool when that happens in like a year.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
we're manifesting in 2020. Another thing I recommend.
Anyway,
ignore your responsibilities though, because that's what a lot of people try to do when they manifest.
Oh no, that's like the number one thing. That's why I would manifest. It's like la 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 la. I don't know what's going on.
Like, I don't have to do anything now, right?
Yeah, I don't have to do anything. If I just say it's gonna happen, I can sit on my ass all day. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Anybody who came to this live show, if you say hi, love you. Assassin Thankless, I think I remember exactly who you are. I'm pretty sure that's Javier. I don't remember who Assassin Thankless was because you also interacted with us somewhere else, but we really appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. Chevar, thank you for watching from wherever you are in the void. You can find us at I'm gonna scoot us over so you guys can see it. You can find us at oh no, we cut Haley out. You can find us at Super Chevy Bro on Twitter. You can find us at Chevar Price. Why I said his name like that? Chevar Price, and at Cheval P ChevalAllp ChevarPryce. Follow us on Twitter. We're funny and we argue with people and say stupid shit. And we also let you know we're doing live shows. I would pull my streaming schedule up, but I'm lazy. Just kidding. I'm going to pull my streaming schedule up. I stream on, besides this podcast, I stream on Wednesdays, Sundays, and Fridays. And Fridays, usually Haley is there, and we have a lot of fun. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, here's my schedule.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, audio people, 3 p.m. Sunday, 6 p.m. Tuesday for this podcast, 5 p.m. Wednesday, and 6 p.m. on Friday for fun shit. So yeah, everybody who came through, thank you so much. Thanks for coming through. This has been episode 76 of the Super Chevy Bros podcast. Really appreciate y'all showing up, and have a good night.
Night.
Yeah, loud ass theme song.